All right, so now we have UFC 320, Alex Pierre versus Ankalaev.
And going into the fight,
who did you have winning going in?
Wanted Pereira to win. But for some reason, something was telling me Ankalaev was going to get the job done, right? Man, Pereira did what he couldn't do in the first fight. The moment the fight started, he came forward. He put the pressure on, right? He threw a 1-2. Didn't land, but he threw a 1-2. Gave him something to look at, right? Ankalaev, he didn't know what to do, right? He couldn't get his back.
Before we even go into more detail, you said Ankalaev didn't know what to do. I don't think anyone on earth expected Alex Pierre to come out like that because he never has. He's always a slow starter.
But I think the reason why he did is, one, he understood that Ankalaev's wrestling wasn't really a threat. In their first fight, he shot for 12, got 0. So that right there, I would assume gave him confidence. This guy can't take me down. So why am I not engaging more? And then 2, the build up to this fight. A lot of disrespect from Ankalaev's side, right? A lot of disrespect. His coach was saying that you're old, you got one punch, and that one punch ain't even really nothing. He said he essentially said you don't really knock people out, which is crazy because he got nothing but knockouts. And then Ankalaev was saying you're 38 years old, you're an old man, you cannot make adjustments. It's impossible. There's no way for you to make adjustments. You're not gonna beat me. He's like, you got lucky the first time when I rocked you in the first fight. You got lucky, you survived. You're not gonna get lucky this time. I'm putting you out. Oh, he was talking reckless through a translator, but he was talking reckless, right? So yeah. Pereira said, okay, I'm gonna show you when we get in there. That's it. He had a point to prove. He said before the fight, he said, I'm not going back to the tire shop. He said, I'm not going back there. I'm putting it on you. Okay. So he had a point to prove. And not only that, the fandom, the community was basically saying he was done. Pereira, he can't get it done. They were counting him out. So there was a lot of things, a lot of factors that was motivating Pereira to really show something different, right? And boy, did he show something different, because even if I thought he was going to win, I did not see it in 80 seconds, bro. He got a strap back in 80 seconds. Ankalaev, bro, let's talk about the details of the fight now, right? He pressed him forward. He threw a 1-2. It was like a filler. It didn't land. Ankalaev didn't seem to know what to do. He couldn't get his back off the fence. That we've never seen Ankalaev get pressured like that. We've never seen Ankalaev have to fight off his back. He's usually the one that's setting the tone, right? He didn't know what to do, right? Pereira, threw a couple calf kicks. One of those calf kicks actually broke his foot, but he kept going. And then he hit him with his weak hand. He threw an overhand with his weak hand and hurt him. Ankalaev panic shot. Shit got stuffed. Pereira got on top of him, ground and pound. The first couple ground and pound shots were kind of like sporadic. They wasn't really like toned, like he didn't hone in. But once he started to relax, calm himself down, picking his shots, that's when them 12-6 was coming. Head, body, head, Herb Dean. Ankalaev, show me something. Show me something. Didn't show him nothing. Stood there, boom, fight was over. And he was hurt because we've never seen him panic shoot. So I think
he was hurt, but I don't think he was like, he obviously wasn't like gone.
I think he wasn't gone.
He didn't want,
but he was hurt enough to panic shoot.
But when he was on the floor, he didn't want to get hit by any of those shots so much that he didn't think it was worth it to try and get out of the position.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you got a choice to make. Try my best to get out of this position, or make sure these punches don't hit me. I can't do both. And he chose, I don't want any of these bitches to hit me, so I'm just going to protect myself. Yeah. Instead of maybe taking 1 or 2 of them and trying to get out of the position.
But let me ask you this. That questions his heart. That questions Ankalaev's heart. He showed that when it comes to Dagestani fighters, he is the outliner. He ain't like them, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, have we ever really seen any of them in that kind of position?
We seen Islam in that position.
I mean, what did he do differently when Volkanovski was on top of him, punching him out? He was gonna get stopped.
But when he fought Dustin and he got slit open and he got hurt, he stayed composed and he stayed in it.
But he wasn't like in that kind of a situation.
No, but let me stop giving these Dagestanis credit. Fuck them all. They all trash. Listen.
I mean, when he was on his back against Volkanovski, he wasn't getting up. He was getting beat up.
You're right. They all trash. Yeah, I'm not giving them no credit.
I'm not gonna say he's an outlier, man. We just don't never really usually see them in that position. I feel like
it was a bad look though, right?
No, you're right. Like, he had a choice and he decided I'd rather stay safe than try my best to get up. And I'm not saying you're a bad guy because, yeah, you could have got knocked out if you would have tried your best to get up. Maybe you would have hit you, caught you with something. But
at the end of the day, you're a fighter.
You didn't go out on your shield.
Your job is to go in there, perform, entertain, be a fighter. In that moment, he was not being a fighter. No. He cowered in that moment.
What would Yuri do in that situation? Let's think about it like that.
Perfect. No, this is perfect that you mentioned this, right? Because I literally saw a clip of a fight. And I'm gonna send it to you. This is crazy. I seen a clip of this random fight that he had in Japan yesterday, literally after the fight. Yuri was on his back against some random, I don't even know the guy's name, right? But he was on his back. Bro, it was the most nasty ground and pound, right? Yuri was getting punched on. Yuri started headbutting the punches. This guy's on top of Yuri, punching on him, and Yuri starts leaning into the punches, going force to force with the punches. Somehow Yuri got up and started punching on him and finished him. So that will answer your question. In that situation, Yuri is eating those punches, probably smiling, and then trying to scramble to get up.
Exactly. So that tells you what you need to know. Like in that situation, Ankalaev said, nah, I'd rather stay safe than go out on my shield. Yuri said, I'm going out. You're going to have to kill me. And that's, some people got that attitude, some people don't. Yeah. So now we know that about Ankalaev. He ain't got that kind of the attitude that he's going to go out on his shield.
But that also confirms what Pereira said. Pereira said in that first fight, he wasn't himself. And Pereira never makes excuses. He's lost before. There's no documentation, video, nothing of him making an excuse for a loss. Never. You can't find it. His last fight, he made an excuse, first time in his career. This fight kind of confirms that those excuses were legitimate. Valid. Because he went in there yesterday and took him out in 80 seconds.
And then you know what? I didn't understand why Ankalaev went orthodox. Like, I feel like if you're going to fight him and do well, you should probably stay southpaw because you don't have to really deal with the calf kicks. You don't have to deal with the lead hook. There's a lot of things you don't have to deal with that.
Well, it's because the first calf kick Pereira threw, that's when Ankalaev changed his stance.
So he hurt him. He hurt his outside leg.
He started southpaw. Pereira threw a calf kick and he switched stance. And then he stood there.
Calf kicks must be bad because even Israel Adesanya said that's one of his worst things that he does. He said like that those calf kicks are crazy.
Yeah. Damn, yeah, man. But
again, go ahead.
Go.
I'm gonna change the subject to the Alex versus Aspinall.
But let me say this real quick, bro. His weak hand.
Bro, he's heavy bodied. He hits hard with his right, his left, his legs, everything.
Yes, but there's a significant difference between his left from his right. Right, the left is the moneymaker. The left is the one that puts everybody out. One hit.
I think it's just because he's sharper with that hook, with that lead hook. But I think they're
both powerful. But the fact that the left is sharper, there's more to it because it's sharper. Your stronger hand is always going to be your more powerful hand. So the fact that he hit him with his weaker hand and hurt him enough to make him panic shoot, that's crazy.
Is Alex left-handed?
He's a lefty.
Okay, I didn't know he was left-handed. Okay, damn. He's left-handed and he stands orthodox.
Yeah, I mean that's how I was too. I'm a lefty and I always stood orthodox. That's how Canelo. That's how Canelo is. Canelo's a southpaw. Lefty, he stands orthodox.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, Canelo keeps his power hand forward.
I didn't know that. Like Errol Spence is same thing. Southpaw, right-handed. So if Alex Pierre goes up to heavyweight now, which I think that's a good move for him, he would fight Aspinall if Aspinall wins against Cyril Gane. How do you think that goes? Do you think he can stand a chance? Is his takedown defense good enough to stuff Aspinall? Because Aspinall, I think, is already on record saying if he fights him, he's going straight for a takedown.
He says that, but we don't know how it's going to play out. But I would say I don't know how good Aspinall really is as a wrestler because the heavyweight division doesn't really have good wrestlers. Like, it's pretty ass in that department, right? They don't really got nobody. The best wrestler in the heavyweight division, credential-wise, is Curtis Blades. And Curtis Blades is not the most consistent. Curtis Blades throws a lot of sloppy shots. Like, he'll shoot. He's known to not always throw technical, shooting technically. I mean, we saw that against Jalton Almeida. He shot him for a sloppy double leg, and he got finished with the elbows. He threw he got caught with a timed uppercut against Curtis Blades, and everybody takes Derek Lewis down, and Curtis Blades couldn't take him down. And that's the best wrestler credential-wise. Right, so we don't know how good Aspinall really is as a wrestler. So does he have better takedowns than an Ankalaev? Does he have better takedowns than a Jan Blachowicz? We don't actually know. right?
There's nobody really to test it against.
No one can really test it because there's not really anybody in that division of that caliber of wrestling right now, right? No one that he's faced.
What would
So
you assume just by the eyeballs? Do you think that when he like,
I
because he
think
who did he
Pereira
fight
could
last?
stuff
Took
him.
him down real quick.
Who did Aspinall fight last?
Yeah, he took him down fast. I forget who.
I think Curtis Blades.
That was his last fight. He took him down really quick.
No, I don't know. Who was it again? Curtis Blades or Sergey Kahovic? Oh, it was one of them. I can't remember.
His
But
last fight was against Blades. Yeah, he took him out in round 1. Took him down.
Yeah, and
in 1 minute.
Yeah, but Curtis Blades, again, like I said, he's on paper, he's the best grappler, but he doesn't always show that in his fights, right? But that's the best the heavyweight division got to offer, and he's not even that good. So I don't know. So I think Pereira can stuff his tape. I think Pereira can stuff his takedowns. I think he can. And also, Pereira has the ability to catch, I don't know if he will, but he has the ability to catch Aspinall because he has the technique-wise, he's the better striker. Pereira's the better striker. He's the better traditional striker. He found a way to make kickboxing, traditional kickboxing, work in MMA. He found that ability.
It's in the higher weight classes, so it's hard. It's easier to do that in those weight classes where most people can't grapple.
But yeah, but that's his weight class. So you know, like that's his weight class. So it is what it is. Like it might be easier, but that's where he lives. So that's that. You know what I'm saying? But I think that he can catch Aspinall. I think that there's a possibility for that. I don't think Aspinall got caught by Sergey. He got rocked by Sergey. He got caught by Curtis Blades in their rematch. He got buckled a little bit. So he gets there's holes in his striking, right? He leaves openings to get caught.
Now, do you think Jon Jones can slither his way into that? Because I know Jon Jones went back into the testing pool, but we don't know if he really even wants to fight Tom Aspinall. Can he slither his way into a fight with Alex Pierre somehow?
Pereira wants him. After Pereira fought, he said he had a speech planned, but because of the sudden news of Jon Jones' brother dying, he instead opted out of that, and he said let's give his brother a moment of silence, and then that was that. But then in the post press conference, Pereira said that what he wanted to say initially was he wants to challenge Jon Jones at the White House.
Yo, that's a smart move, man. Aspinall is gonna be punching the air
if that fight happens.
Yes, he's gonna be
punching the air.
Yeah, like I'm the champ. This dude's fighting at the White House. Oh hell no! Damn.
So that's
a super fight. What?
The super fight, yes. And honestly, I'm intrigued to see it. They're both roughly the same age. They're both 38.
I tell you what, man. I feel like Alex is a good fighter, man, but
Jon Jones
is gonna crawl on his hands and feet. He's gonna grab Alex. He's gonna break him in half. That's not even. Yeah. What are we even talking about?
No, he's gonna win. But just the excitement of the face-off between the two,
the build up.
That's gonna be insane.
His reach is so long, nobody's ever even gotten. Man,
yeah, but I think stylistically, I would rather see Aspinall versus Pereira. Because I think Pereira can actually get him out of there. I think he has the striking ability. He has the IQ. He has the power to take him out of consciousness. He has that ability.
You know what's crazy, Steve? Think about this. Regardless of who he fought, if he were to win against either of those guys, Jon Jones, no belt, but Jon Jones, you beat a GOAT, you're a GOAT. He's already in the GOAT conversation. Alex is already.
Not even a GOAT. He will beat the GOAT.
If he beats Jon Jones, you're the GOAT now. Like, you literally just beat the best ever.
You beat the guy that nobody can beat.
No one. If you beat Aspinall, you a 3-division
champion. History,
Either way you look at it, he's on some different stuff.
But I would say go for the Aspinall because that's a more winnable fight.
Yeah.
And you can be the first guy and probably the only guy that will ever win 3 titles in 3 different divisions. That's insane, bro.
You got more of a chance of winning, and you know, it's a great feat. So either way, you're gonna have a great name and a great legacy from it.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jon Jones is more risky because, like, you know, who knows how you're, you know, kind of kill your hype. You go in there and Jon Jones cracks your spine, and then that's it. You know, like.
Yeah, exactly. No one's gonna want to see the Aspinall fight after that.
Exactly. So, like, probably better off fighting Aspinall then.
Yeah, definitely.
And letting Jon Jones go in there and do whatever he plans to do.
Just ragdoll you. You know what I'm saying?
Like, Jon Jones was licking his chops to fight Alex Pierre. We know why. He's like, yo, this dude is food. Like, what? Because remember when he fought against Rampage Jackson, he came out came out crawling.
Yeah.
He's like, what the hell? He would do the same thing. You can't kick him in the head.
Exactly.
He's gonna crawl to you. He's gonna grab you, and he gonna go like this with you. He can go like this. He's gonna ring you out.
like a sponge.
Yeah, that doesn't go well, man. But either way, after tonight, though, Alex is definitely, historic. His career has been great. I mean, 2-time light heavyweight champ, middleweight champ. I mean, came back in crazy fashion, finished it in the first round. I mean, Ankalaev is looking kind of crazy. I mean, if Alex Pierre leaves the division, now it's Ankalaev versus, he's probably out the conversation. Now it's Oberg versus Yuri, and then maybe Ankalaev might fight against a Khalil or, might fight for the belt after that.
With the next shot after that.
He gets a shot after that, and maybe he could touch the belt again, but I feel like Yuri I think Yuri gets him too.
Yeah, I agree.
Probably, I don't know I don't think he'll stop him because he has good cardio, so it'll probably go all 5, but I feel like Yuri should win on points. But yeah. I think it would be nice, though, to have Yuri get that belt back because, besides Alex, he deserves it. Like, he's a champ,
Besides Alex, he's the most exciting.
Yeah, he wins his fight, so he's probably going to keep that belt after Alex leaves.
Yeah, I agree.